Time to conquer Earth! Open portals of escape. Recruit a team of Morphtronics with attitude.
Morphtronic Rangers! Morphtronic Rangers! You ultra Morphin Morphtronic Rangers! My brother, come join me in battle we must conquer.
Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate. Welcome you back to the 100 Days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days we're dealing with a different deck every single day. Today is day 94 of the 100 Days Yu-Gi-Oh! And today we're taking a look at the Morphtronics archetype, them terrifying Transformers from good old Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds that despite their age can still summon some crazy amounts of damage onto the board, spam out all sorts of monsters out the wazoo. So we got ourselves our deck here today. We've shown off them combos and them wombos, the what do's and the what not do's, and we'll have ourselves a good old time. So as always, shout outs to more today. This one is another deck suggestion via our Discord, and it's from our boy the Hero Hut, who is just a swell guy setting in all these decks we've had these past 100 days. So big shout out to him. Check out his channel. He's got his own YouTube channel. Give him a shout sometime. Give him a chance. Give him a shot. All right. So we got ourselves our deck today. We got our Morphtronics. We're going to be doing out what they do. We're going to show off them combos and wombos, show off the what do's and the what not do's, and we'll have ourselves a good old time spamming out the cell phones. So of course, if you want the whole deck profile, it's at the end as usual. For now, hit up all the good buttons below. And without further ado, let's get right into the action. Alright everybody, our first opponent, another day and another card game. With our deck, we do like to go second. A lot of Heroes decks like to go second. And let's see what kind of hand we get here. Okay. Not too shabby. Got a lot of little things here. One very important thing, we do have Gadget Gamer. Very nice monster, because this is a Seal of our Calcos. My soul's on the line now, boys. Even more so now. Alright. Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo. Let's see. Let me think about it. Oh wait, no, I top deck into Raigeki. That's great. Alright, let's go ahead and destroy Pachycephalo, because I don't want to have to deal with that. Alright, let's go ahead and summon out our Gadget Gamer. We're gonna go for our Gadgety Gamer boy. And this is going to let me search out my Morphtronic cell phone. Because like I said, he's the most important Morphtronic in the deck. And we're going to use Gadget Gamer's other effect, tributing him off. I really wish this counted as a Morphtronic, but sadly it does not. Because then I could have used Junk Box on it. But now that we've used this, I can summon out Gadget Holler from my deck. It's just a funny little monster we can put on the board. And we're going to use Cell Phone's effect. Come on, a 4 we'll have to do. I prefer a 6 every time, but you know, 4 will do. So let's go ahead and get Morphtronic Borden. We'll put him in defense mode for now. Because all Morphtronics have 2 effects depending on what position they are in. If they're in attack, they do something. Defense, they do something. I don't know why I need to explain that part, but that's what they do. Let's see here. Let me think about that. I do want to do more. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead and link off Cell Phone and Gadget Holler to summon out our boy Nightmare Phoenix. You know, it doesn't really matter which one we're going into. I just really wanted to... I really just want to get Cell Phone in the grave so I can... Oh, balls. Balls! Who is it? Is it Dragoon? It's probably Dragoon, isn't it? Wait, can you summon for the extra deck? I don't think he can. I think he can summon from the deck, though. So, that's something. That's not great. Let me think. Can you special summon... Oh, it's Grenmaju to Isa. I see. Okay, I can deal with that. I have methods. I'm just covering my nose because it's itchy. Alright, there we go. Junk Box. Bring back Cell Phone so I can do his effect again. Because this is non-once per turn in any way, shape, or form. Except for like a soft one. But either way. Let's go ahead and summon out Boomboxin. get out this boy, because this is going to attack twice in the battle phase. That's cool. Let's go ahead and... Let me think about this. What are my other... I don't have as many link options to get rid of stuff like this. So I'm yeah, we definitely have to go for Nightmare Unicorn. Much as I would like to do other things, this will have to do for now. So we're going to summon out our boy, Nightmare Unicorn. We will use his effect, ditching our Stapler, and spin the Isa back into the deck. Because that's so I don't have to deal with the darn thing. So let's go ahead and attack our opponent. You know, that's the thing about Cellphone. He's a high risk, high reward card. You roll really high, and he can just give you so many monsters on the field. If you roll low, not as often, but hey, he gave us Boomboxing. I'll take it. Actually, this will do more damage than Unicorn was going to do, so that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Alright, so we'll do a head of damage. And now this guy's going to be on the wrong foot, because he was trying to, like, lock me down and stuff. And thankfully, that's not going to be a problem anymore. So, I'm just going to end my turn for now. I could do more, but I'm actually fine with this setup here. Because I got my Borden on the board. He's protecting all my Morphtronics from battle. I've got, well, another Grand Module to Isa to deal with. And that's not great, but I got stuff to deal with it, just not a lot. Not as much as I'd like, let's put it that way. Alright. I see what you're picking up, putting down, sir. I really wish I had a Morphtronic card in the hand, but it's neither here nor there. So let's go ahead and set Shared Ride and see if this guy plays another copy of his Pot of Desires. That would be great. Because I do have Shared Ride if my opponent tries to search out cards. Let's see. And main deck or grave to your opponent's hand. I mean, I'll just activate... Well, no. I better save this just in case. Set Rotation, you say? Alright. I guess you're just done with the Seal of Orichalcos. Alright. You didn't want... You didn't want... Ooh, a Cold Zone. Okay. Luckily, I don't care about my field spell. That would have been bad. But Grand Module literally doesn't matter at this point. Boombox can just, you know, negate an attack here. Not that it matters, because, again, Borden's on the board. I don't get destroyed by stuff. So we're in a really good position here. Granted, Sanctuary is about, and that could make things tricksy for me. But it's neither here nor there. So, unfortunately, I'm just top decking at the moment, but so is my opponent. So it's really going to depend at this point in the duel who top decks what they need first, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to keep negating this dude's attack as often as I'd like, because, you know, I have the power to do that. And we should be good. All I really need is a Morphtronic monster, and then I can get back into what I want to do here. Soul Levy, you say? No. No Soul Levy for you, sir. Alrighty, well, it didn't take that long to get what we wanted to do. Let me see. What do I want to do? Let's see. What does the defense of this one? Place them all on the bottom. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to summon out our Morphtronic. Let's see. Add an activated Morphtronic card. Difficult decision. Difficult decision indeed. Because I have Smartphone. I can roll the die, excavate cards, or I can guarantee I get at least something here. So let's activate our Morphtronic Repair Unit. You know, Smartphone's great, but Cellphone is better. Telephone would be great too at this point, but I don't have that at the moment. So let's see what you're going to do. You have something. Probably another floodgatey sort of thing. He did try to soul level me, so I wouldn't put it past this guy. But let's go ahead for our Cellphone, see where this is going to go. Come on, get me a 6. 5 and 6s. That's all I ever want to see on this boy. 5s and 6s. Alright, so what are you going to do? Power Sink Stone, you say? Certainly an annoying card for Thurton. Let's see. Well, no Morphtronics, sadly. Do I have anything I could summon out? Not at the moment. Alright. I mean, it's not an ideal situation. This is not where we want our Morphtronics to be. But fortunately, my opponent's just like a stally sort of dude, and I can play around this sort of thing. Yeah, the Sink Stone's bad, but it's not like the worst, if that makes sense. It's not like a terrible thing. So, really, the Power Sink Stone really doesn't matter that much. This is losing its counters every turn, so like, as soon as I get more Spell Trap removal or something, this is like not a problem. Alright. Ooh, monster born. Huh. Alright. I mean, if I get a chance to just kind of like build my board up, I am fine with this. Ooh, telephone. Yes. Give me the telephone. Giveth me the telephone. Alright, so we're going to activate our telephone's effect. Let's roll them bones again. Got a 1. Sadly, no monsters I can revive there. Who can I synchro summon? I could summon my boss the next turn. Next turn will do good, indeed. We can summon out our power tool Braver Dragon. That way I can start annihilating this dude's soul. As we want. Well, it would have been his soul if he had kept up the Seal of War Calcos, but I guess he just didn't feel like it, you know? But that is ultimately what we want to start building into, is our boy Power Tool Braver Dragon. You know, I can, what was it, negate the effects of monsters, or, you know, target a monster, change its battle position, which would be great for me. Let me think about that. I really don't like him having that. I guess I'll go for Gadget Hauler. I mean, the smarter thing would be to, like, check my levels and things. But it's neither here nor there. So he's brought out Pachycephalo. Luckily, he has to flip this first. And funnily enough, if I activate a couple monster effects... let's see. Oh yeah, Gadget Hauler's not... he's not a Morphtronic, so he's just gone. That's fine. Doesn't matter. But I'm just trying to think... I could just beat over Pachycephalo if I do things a certain way. So let's go ahead. Let's see. During the main phase, set an equip card. Target a pet monster on the field. Negate its effects and all that good stuff. Alright. What are my... let's see, what are my current levels? 4, 7, 8, 9. Let's activate Self-On first. That'll work. So we activate Self-On first. Okay, we didn't get the machine dupe. I will mention machine dupe, but this is absolutely insane. But that's okay. You know what? I can work with this. So we're gonna go set synchro with everybody. I could sit here all day. I don't want to. So let's go ahead and activate Power Tool Braver Dragon's effect. I'll get my 3 equipped spells onto my boy, my Power the Guardian, my Life Stream, and my Rainbow Veil. Which is really great, because Rainbow Veil will negate the effects of monsters I battle into. Extreme Life Extreme weakens my opponent's monster, so a guy's battle position gets changed. I can destroy cards on the field. Then I got Power of the Guardian to protect myself. So we're A-okay. Which I just remembered he had that field spell, but I'll roll those bones. I'll roll the bones. Will you? You will. Okay, you rolled the bones. Alright. Well, that's not ideal or anything. Let's go ahead and Foolish Burial for later. Well, Foolish Burial, let me think, what do I want Foolish Burial in this situation? I guess another Telephone, because it could summon itself from the graveyard. Why the heck not? Oh, okay. Alright, well, not an ideal situation, but, yeah, the Power Sink Stone loses its counters. Everyone goes back to the original values and all that good stuff. If he flips up Pachycephalo, he'll attempt to destroy everything on the board, but I got Power of the Guardian to protect myself. And plus, he changes the monster's position. I can destroy his stuff. So, yeah, let's do that. Life Extreme. Destroy... Actually, could I destroy... Let's see, let me double check something. If monster battles a monster, loses 50 attack to a damage calculation only. I should probably get rid of the field spell, because it's kind of being annoying, too. Let's just get rid of the field spell for now. I think we'll be fine. And let's see, I'm good. I'm A-okay. He can't destroy me. You can't destroy nothing. My monsters are bigger. Your monsters are tiny and small. What say you to that, sir? What say you? Because how long as I got power, I'm going to get 500 attack every time I battle with this thing. His monsters get weaker attacking my monster. Or that could happen. Let's see. Okay, well, that's annoying, but I can work with that. Actually, here's what we're going to do. Here's what's going to happen. I'm not going to do anything just yet. I could change his battle position with Power Tool Braver Dragon. But I'm just going to allow this to go through. I'll only take 100 damage. So, like, why overcomplicate things, you know what I mean? I don't need to overcomplicate nothing. But we should be good in that respect. Let me think about this. Yeah, now I need to start worrying about getting rid of Power Stone, yes. Definitely want to start getting rid of the Power Stone. At some point, because this guy, he's taking us for a ride so far. I am getting tired of the ride. The ride is not fun no more. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's see. Negated during the battle phase, which is great. I wish I had another equip spell at the moment that I could, like, do stuff with. Equip this card to the graveyard. Let me think about this, because I have to get rid of one of these. So, here's what we're going to do. Activate Braver Dragon's effect. We'll ditch the... Do I get rid of the power of the Guardians? I guess. I'm just going to go ahead and switch it to Aiza into defense mode. That way, I'm going to change your battle position. That'll put the counter on there. Thanks to Extreme, I get rid of the Power Sync Stone. I'm just sick and tired of this thing. Alright, so let's activate our Monster Reborn and bring back Telephon. Because no matter what we roll, Telephon will let us get our monster back. That's the best thing about him. Because he's so low level, and the best cards we have are low level, it doesn't matter what we roll, we literally get back whatever we want. So we'll get back another Telephon. And then we'll activate that Telephon's effect. Doesn't matter what we roll again, because then it's going to activate again, get myself Cellphon back on the board. And then we'll use Cellphon's effect. Go ahead and hopefully roll high here. 4 is decent. It's decent. I mean, it gets me radio or remote. I think I have 2 tuners. I'd rather get a non-tuner. So let's go ahead and get a Radion. So let's see. What do we also want to make? Got Formula Synchron, which is nice. I always like a Formula Synchron. That's great. Okay. And we should be good, because once he puts us in attack mode, Life Extreme will just destroy Aiza. That's the best thing about it. So the only thing I would be worried about in this scenario... let me think. What else can I Synchro Shaman into? 1, 2... Oh yeah, I can make TG higher. Oh, I could have made Librarian first. It doesn't matter. I could have made this first to draw an additional card, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. So let's go ahead and end our turn for now. Should be fine. I think we'll be fine for now, because as long as Eyes is in defense mode, we're solid. You know, he can switch into attack mode. It'll just get destroyed by its, you know, thanks to our Life Extreme, so we'll be good in that respect. He's got the Mumir Shield, and that's always going to be a present danger, but I should be able to work around that thanks to Braver Dragon. Braver Dragon's a brave boy. He got like a dumpster truck for an arm. And a big old drill, too. So, you know, my equips are bigger, is what I'm trying to get at. So let's go ahead and get rid of Aiza. I don't trust him. And that'll get him his equip back or whatnot. I don't really care too much. And let me think. Well, I do have Mecha Dragon, which is great. But he's not what I want right this minute. So what are you going to do? Put that back on top of the deck? I see. Just wants it back right away. And you have a Time Lord. Shovel all spell traps back into the deck, you say, huh? Do I want him to do that? I don't really think I do. I don't think I do. But then again, I don't know. This is a hard decision here. Do I allow this or not? Because... yeah, I guess we're just, you know, it's too late now. So, yeah, Zaphion's going to do its thing. He's going to attack into me. There's nothing real I can do about that. So, let's go ahead and activate Shared Ride now so I don't, like, put this back into my deck. And this will, you know, get all the spell traps back, whatever. That doesn't matter to me too much. So, we'll see. Because now if he uses something like, what was it, Advanced Draw, tribute this thing off to draw more cards, I'll get the draw as well. So, that'll be great. Alright, touche, failed man. Let's see. See, the one bad thing about Braver Dragon is that he only gets those equips like the one time. But let's go ahead and use Formula Synchron's effect. Equip spell, equips to this card. Yeah, let's get our Power Tool Dragon. Because even though we don't have any other equips or anything, I'm just gonna get this guy on the board. Why not? I don't see a reason not to. All right. All right. Now things are getting a little touch and go here. Now things are gonna get a little tricky, mostly just because of like that magical moon shield thing. Let's see. Let's see. Oh no, I can't still use Power Tool Dragon. Why not? Let's activate Power Tool Dragon's effect. Let's see. We get to pick 3 equips. 1 will randomly go to my hand. It will be a Rainbow Veil, which is great, because now I can attack into Zaphion without any problems. Very nice. Is that going to be game? Not quite. We need more. So let's go for our Morphtronic. We're going to go ahead and get Telephone back, because like I said, you always want to get Telephone back. You always get this dude just because, you know, you can just do him forever. So I think this will be... Is this going to be game? It's hard to say. I suppose if I went for like a different Morphtronic, it would work. I just need to do, let's see, 25, that's 48, 49. Really just depends if he has like a hand trap or something, I guess. What are the odds he does, though? I don't know. But let's go ahead and put our faith in Boombox. Let's attack with our Braver Dragon, because his monster will be negated. So now I can do damage to it, blow it up, all that good stuff. Granted, he'll draw a card, but what are the odds he draws something that helps him? What are the odds of that? What are they? All right, so this ought to be game right here. A little longer than I was expecting it to be. My opponent actually put up a lot better of a fight than I thought a stun player could do, given that we actually went into a long game scenario thing. Stunners are about, like, not doing that, but you get an idea perfectly. That is what Morphtronics are about. We go for the cell phone, we start excavating our cards, get more bodies on the board, get up our telephone to keep reviving guys from the graveyard, make big Synchro Boy. It's very straightforward in my Morphtronic deck, you know, and that's what I like about it. So, good to us for duel number 1. We show up exactly what we're trying to do. So, let's go for duel number 2. Show off more what this baby can do. Alright, well, my opponent didn't do much, and thankfully he did go for Long Wang. I was worried he would go into, like, Cheng Ying, but this will work just as well. Alrighty, so, very deceitful thing to do here, but we are going to go ahead for the evenly matched. Although that won't work out against everything this guy's going to do. Maybe he'll be foolish enough to actually use that effect. Okay, now you have to banish every card you own, my friend. Because now you have to equal the number of cards I have. You could have left it be. He could have left it be, and he would have been fine. But no, my opponent did a very silly thing, and now we're going to be able to do what we want to do. So let's go ahead and summon out our Gadget Gamer, as we like to do. We'll use its effect to get our cell phone prepared, and we'll go from there. You know, depends on what we draw into, of course. You know, whatever we excavate. And Lord, I still wish Gadget Gamer was a more try. I guess they did that so you couldn't just smart phone it, but I still think that was a mistake. I think they should have counted as a Morphtronic. You know, considering they were made for each other. Might as well. Alright, so we got stapler, a lot of staplers. So I guess we'll go with stapler. So let's go ahead and put stapler in defense mode for now. And we're going to use, yeah, Gadget Hauler's effect, ditch Sculpin, and we're going to special summon Smartphone. You know, now that we've evenly matched the guy, we might as well do some combos here. So Smartphone, yep. Definitely getting a second cell phone for later. And as it stands, I think we're pretty set. But let's go ahead and just do a little bit more. Well, my opponent will surrender there, but that's understandable. Okay. Well, not exactly the way I wanted this duel to go. The first duel was super long, so I'll take it. You know, that's what the evenly matched is for. If my opponent makes big board, I need to get rid of that board. And my opponent, really, they did that to themselves. If they had left it alone, I would have been in serious trouble. I mean, I had Pango Tops too, but, you know, he would have been in a much better position if he hadn't done that. So let's go ahead for one more duel today, because, you know, I think we're doing it pretty long as it is. So, one more duel, and then we'll go into the end of it. Alright, I'm actually going to get to go first this time, which it's not something we often do, but funnily enough, this is actually a pretty good opening hand to go first, which Doesn't happen often with this deck. Like I said, this is a going second thing primarily, but that'll work. So, with that in mind, yeah, let's get our cell phone, because that's what the deck is about, is good old cell phone. So, let's activate our Gadget Gamer. We'll get ourselves our cell phone upon the board. I will say, cell phone, amazing card. I'll never understand why you go for the second effect, though, where you just look at the top cards of your deck. Maybe there's, like, something you could do with, True Name or something with that, but other than that, cell phone really just wants to be an attack. And, Machine Dupe. That would have been crazy if we could have gotten a Machine Dupe in our opening hand. Start with 3 cell phones. Oh my lord, that's where you get the crazy combo. That's where you get the absurd combos. Alright, I guess we'll save Converter for later. Let's set our Shared Ride. And what can I summon out? Not really anything at the moment, so I'm just going to end my turn. I see no problems with this. Alright, but we're good. So we got our Shared Ride spell. We're going to chain this the minute my opponent tries to search something. Because essentially how this card works is that every time my opponent adds a card from the deck or the grave to their hand, except by drawing the darn thing, which obviously Chicken Game lets him draw, but this basically will allow me to just draw a card every time they search stuff. It's just, funnily enough, that this is the one card that doesn't work with. But, you know. Anyway, so what is my opponent going to do with a chicken game, you say? I mean, I'll take a free draw. Yes, indeed. Shared Ride. That's right. If you're going to search, I'm going to search. Unless you got Ash Blossom. I think you can Ash this, potentially. We'll see. Alright, so Shared Ride is on the board, and its effect is a go. So now, any search that my opponent does, any recovering they do for this turn, I get to draw a card. And that's going to be absolutely huge. And also, on top of everything, we do have our Geki. Although, considering this is Sky Strikers of the Sky and all them, they don't really care about being Regeki too hard, unless he gets, like, no rays. If he doesn't get Ray, then that would be good for us. We'll see. Alright, so Hornet the Drone. Yeah. Get that token. Get yourself a nice little spiffy token. Get yourself Kagari back. But you're just playing right into my hands doing that. You know? Go ahead. Search yourself a card back. Draw me another card. Get my instant fusion. Nice. Very nice indeed. This is why Shared Ride. Criminally underrated card. Oh. You would destroy Optimus Prime. Essentially. Kind of. He's kind of like that. Oh no. It's Tenpai Dragons. That's not great. Okay. I'm not really a big fan of that in any particular way. What does it do? Let's add some Tenpai to the hand. Can I please draw it to Nibiru, please? I can really use a Nibiru right now. This is bad. This is bad. Bad and not good. Alright. So yeah. Zongdong is there. Got my oh man, I got so many great cards, but none of them are the cards I need. Nah, I need Nibiru for this. This is bad. I think he's gonna OTK me. Dang it. Because Tenpai Dragons are all about OTKs, so I would assume that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, because Chudra's just like, you know, if any monster battles, get out another Tenpai Senpai. Gosh darn it. Well, that's just unfortunate. Man, I was on such a roll. I had 2 cell phones on the board. But yeah, this is probably going to be that OTK that Tenpais are all about. It's crazy to me that Tenpai still exist with all the hits they've got, but, you know, if I had him perm, this wouldn't have been an issue. It would not have been an issue. Of course, if I had just drawn into Nibiru as well. Did he even summon that? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that would have been enough for Nibiru. No, actually it wouldn't have. No, because he summoned this in the battle phase, so yeah. Yeah, unfortunate, that one. Oh, I want to get another 3-0 before the end of the 100 days, but these last couple decks are not giving me, the 3-0 craze that I want to see. But that's okay. You know, hold on. Yeah, that's enough damage. I was about to say, is that enough damage? That ought to be enough damage right there. That is unfortunate. Alright, well, let's go ahead to the end screen, everybody. We've shown off the Morphtronics, and though I hate to say we lost a Tenpai of all people, that's what happened. So, let's go for the end screen. Alright, Alrighty, everybody. So our Morphtronic overhaul went 2-1 today. Perfectly reasonable for Morphtronics to do. I mean, you know, the guys, you get cell phone on the board, you roll high with them over and over again, you get multiple of this dude on the board, everything is golden. It's absolutely cracked card, especially you combine that with Telephone. A lot of non-once per turn effects with this deck, and it's pretty dang powerful. There are a lot of things that can stop it, like Effect Veiler, Imperm, Ash Blossom, any number of Floodgates. But you know what? We got to show off what this deck wants to do, and I'm happy for it. You know, it's crazy that we had more fun with a stun player than we had with a more modern deck like Tenpai. But then again, who wants to actually see Tenpai play? I never want to play Tenpai myself. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing some Morphtronic action. We got to do most of what this deck wants to do. The only thing we really didn't get to go into is like Life Stream Dragon, but we didn't have to deal with any burn players, so it's not that big of a deal. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit up all the good buttons below, help the channel keep going. And here is well, two things. First off, tomorrow's episode, which is going to be on Master Duel, by the way, because that was a specific request. We're taking a look at a Kaiju Deep Draw deck with a whole bunch of like different engines involved. This is just like, this is the bare bones of it. They don't worry about this deck. This is different from the one we're going to be playing. But we're going to be taking a look at the Kaiju Deep Draw deck tomorrow. And for now, here is the deck profile for the deck we played today. Take it out, have yourselves a good time with it. So for our main deck, we play one copy Nibiru in Raw Sphere mode, one Diagonal Wrestler Pank and Spank. We have our one Morphtronic Scannon, one Gadget Hauler, 3 copies of Stapler, 1 copy of Boombox, 1 Radeon, 3 Scopins, 1 copy of Borden taken out of the side deck, 3 copies of Remoten, 3 copies of Gadget Gamer, 3 copies of Smartphone, Telephone, and Cellphone. Just get them phones up in ya. We got ourselves our Instant Fusion, our 1-for-1. We have our Geki and Harpy's Feather Duster along with Mind Control. Triple Junk Box to revive monsters. Our 1 copy Machine Dupe, which honestly you could probably play 2 of this, but you know, that's just me. Anyway, you got things like Pot of Avarice, Foolish Burial, Monster Born, Triple Morphtronic Converter, our 1 Shared Ride, Triple Mystical Space Typhoon. We have our Call by Grave, Super Poly, our 3 equipped spells being Power of the Guardians, Rainbow Violet, and Life Extreme, along with 3 Morphtronic Repair Units. We have our 1 Morphtronic Map as well as just like a cheeky tech card. We have our 1 Evenly Matched and our 2 Call the Haunted. For the extra deck, we have things like Underclock Taker, Nightmare Cerberus, Phoenix, and Unicorn, Levia the Sea Dragon, and Daigusto Emerald. We have Formula Synchron, Morphtronics Ear Fawn. We have our TG Hyper Librarian, our Power Tool Mechanized Dragon, our regular Power Tool Dragon. We have Life Stream Dragon, Power Tool Braver Dragon. We have Thousand Eyes, and our Starring Venom Dragon. As for the side deck, there's a couple little things here and there. There's got things like Slingin', which can destroy your opponent's cards by tributing Morphtronic monsters, which is not a bad idea considering we have a lot of revival cards in this deck, so that's an option. Also, other big Link monsters like Nightmare Griffin. There's things like Relinquished Anima, which you can use for all of our level 1s. There's things like Link Spider because of something, I'm not sure why, but we have Link Spider. We have things like Morphtronic Accelerator, which can destroy cards on my opponent's board and draw us more cards by returning Morphtronics to the deck, so that's pretty neat. Terraforming, if you were to really go for the Morphtronic Map combo, but that's up to you. Things like Limit Removal, give us more attack points, Scapegoat for more tokens, more Life Extreme if you need another equip spell. There's things like Metaverse. Again, if you want to actually worry about changing your positions, which you can do to some extent, but it's not as necessary. But you know, if you got your opponent being much more casual-minded, slower deck, give it a shot. And then there's things like Call the Haunted, and I would recommend another copy of Machine Dupe, just because it is such a like goated spell in this deck. I mean, it's Machine Dupe. You play this with Cellphone and you're just set for days. So that was today's deck, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Memphis is gonna go pass out for a little while, and I'm gonna let somebody else do tomorrow's episode because I'm tired. See you tomorrow, everybody, or the day after something. Stay safe and happy. Have a good one.